So hey guys, and thanks for joining me for another video. Welcome to the Random Watch Do channel. It's about to rain, so I'm just going to see how this video goes. It's about to rain. I am wearing today a very attractive German watch made by a watch company called Damasco. This is the DK37. This is a fantastic German watch brand. Full lume white dial, just what I need in these dark winter days is a full lume white dial made in Germany. Super duper 200 meters of water resistance wristwatch. So guys, wristwatches, let's talk about wristwatches, shall we? And as you know, if you haven't frequented my channel before, I'm just some random dude who's addicted to watches, and I like to talk endlessly and completely effortlessly without any thought whatsoever about my watch addiction. And yes guys, I don't mind admitting it, I am completely addicted to wristwatches. Why am I addicted to wristwatches? I have absolutely no idea. I have spent the last couple of years trying to unpick and unravel the unfathomable addiction, the unfathomable reasons behind the watch addiction. I haven't quite managed to pick it all apart, although I do think there is a lot to be said for why guys are addicted to watches so much. There is a lot to be said for a wristwatch containing some form of identity. Some form of identity that you can wear on your wrist that says, hey, this wristwatch carries some of what I perceive to be my identity, or the way I wish to be viewed. And this is the thing, isn't it? There's the way I view myself, and there's the way people actually view me. So maybe, to a degree, the wristwatch hobby is very closely related to how we wish to be viewed in the world, and wristwatches, for some of us guys, are a way of displaying our identity. But of course, guys, there's more to life. There's more to life, isn't there, than the silly, ridiculous, crazy wristwatch hobby. Why do we pour so much money into this hobby? Why do we put so much thought into it? And I think that's the big investment for me. The financial investment I can justify. Rule number one, never, ever, ever, ever borrow money to buy a watch. Rule number two is make sure that all of your other priorities in life are taken care of. When you've got those two things taken care of, guys, you can spend as much money as you like on a wristwatch. And excuse the helicopter flying over right now, distracting me from my little rant here, And what I wanted to do, guys, in this video was talk about the three things that you could be doing instead of thinking aimlessly about the watch hobby, like I do, because I know that you guys do it too. I know you guys think far too much. You spend far too much of your waking time just thinking about wristwatches, don't you? I'm one of those guys too, and I've come up with a list of three things that you could do instead of thinking about the watch hobby. Okay guys, so point number one of the things that you could be doing instead of spending hours upon hours every day, and don't deny it because I know you do it, you could be doing this instead of spending hours and hours every day thinking just about watches. What you could do instead is think for hours and hours a day about your work, about your job, about your career. Yes, you could. You could spend even more time than you actually do already. And I work, guys, I'm like, most normal people. I work for a living. I'm in a mid to senior management level job. I have lots of things going around my head constantly, all the time, with relation to work. There's never a dull moment in any leadership role, as anybody that's in leadership and management will tell you. When you've got people that report to you, boy, there's never a dull moment, is there? There just really isn't. And I'm not even going to start another conversation about leadership and management. It's a complete minefield, guys. It's a complete minefield. And I could start a whole nother channel just talking about leadership and management, but we're not going to go there because this is a wristwatch channel and I want to talk to you about wristwatches. But what I could do is say to you now that instead of spending all of your time, all of your spare time outside of work, instead of thinking about watches, you could just spend all that time just thinking even more about work and your career and your prospects. You could be doing that, guys. You could be doing that. Point number two is you could be spending more time with your family, talking, listening. Now, of course, you should be doing that already, because you shouldn't be engaging your brain in anything other than that. If you're a family guy, like I am, you've got a wife, children, family, parents, brothers, sisters even, aunties and uncles. You know, these are the things that are important in life, guys, aren't they? When all's said and done, when you're lying on your deathbed, sorry to be morbid, but when you're lying on your deathbed, all you've got left at the end is your memories. That's all that you've got left. Your watches will get sold as part of your inheritance. Don't think they won't, they will. They'll get sold. They'll just be converted into cash so that your legacy disappears within weeks of you passing away. So the watches mean nothing at the end of the day, guys. All you've got left at the end of the day is your memories. That's all there is. That's all there is. And so you should be investing more of your time with your family, creating memories, making memories. You really should. This is so important. But I do have a little life hack for any of you guys that are wondering, how on earth can I spend more time with my family than I already do and less time thinking about watches? How do I do that, Mark? Okay, so I've got a little life hack for you guys. Do both, because this is what I do. This is what I do. I spend as much time as I possibly can with my family, and I listen. I listen when they talk to me. But I've managed to find this really unique ability to listen to people talking to me whilst at the same time still thinking about watches. Don't ask me how I do it, guys. Don't ask me how I do it. But I found the way to listen, and somebody can be having a full-blown conversation with me about how their day's gone and what's going on in their life, and I can still think about watches at the same time. So point number 3, guys, point number 3, things that you could be doing instead of thinking about watches. And honestly, if you're not happy with the first 2, this third one is going to absolutely blow you away. This is going to blow your watch mind. Point number 3, write a book. How cool is that? Rather than spend all of this time hopelessly just sitting there thinking about watches, or lying awake in the middle of the night thinking about watches, or sat at work in a really important meeting thinking about watches, what you could be doing with all that time instead is something far more creative and far more productive. You could be writing a book. I mean, we've all got a book in us, right? This is a fact. All of us have got a book in us. Everybody's book is going to be different. My book would be how to overcome watch anxiety. How to overcome watch anxiety. How to overcome anxiety, one might say, because watch anxiety is no different to any other anxiety, is it? Ultimately, how to overcome watch anxiety. I think this book would be a bestseller in the watch community, don't you? Don't you? I mean, I know there's lots of really popular books out there, One Man and His Watch, and all sorts of other watch-related books. I bought the Rolex Submariner book. Actually, I had it bought for me as a Christmas gift by my family this Christmas. I'm sure it's a very popular book. It's a very expensive book as well. Very, very expensive book. And actually, just on that Rolex Submariner book is also available in Rolex authorised dealers, and they charge more for it in the Rolex boutique than they do on Amazon. I asked the question recently, why is the Rolex boutique version of Rolex Submariner, the book, far more expensive than the one I can buy off of Amazon, which is the same book? And they said, oh no, Mark, no, this is a boutique only edition of the Rolex Submariner book. So make of that what you will, guys. I have no idea whether that was just a load of BS or not. I think it probably was, but there you go. So there's a book in everybody, right? There's a book in all of us. So why don't you channel that time that you spend aimlessly thinking about watches, wasting your life away thinking about watches? Why don't you channel that into a book and write something, put your thoughts down, write a bestseller. Mine would be How to Overcome Watch Anxiety. What would your title be for your book, guys, if you actually were to channel your thoughts, your waking thoughts, into a book? and you could pile thousands upon thousands of words into this book written by you, what would that book be? What would that book be, guys? Anyway, look, I'm sorry if I've been absolutely of no use to you whatsoever during the course of this video about how to help you through the journey of trying to overcome watch anxiety. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to help, and I'm sorry if these 3 things that you could be doing instead are of absolutely no assistance to you whatsoever. If they have been of assistance to you whatsoever, please do think about subscribing if you haven't already, or give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.